Livin' Grand on Grand Lake is made possible in part by
the Grand Lake Association is in its 60th year promoting the Grand Lake region in partnership with the Oklahoma Department of Tourism. Located in Grove, the Grand Lake Visitor Center welcomes people from around the country and provides information on where to stay, shop, eat, area services, and activities around Grand Lake. The GLA also sponsors the Pelican Festival in September with crafts, a parade, and a carnival. The Grand Lake Boat and Sports Show in March, and the Grand Lake Extravaganza, the world's largest bass-tagged event. More information is available at grandlakefun.com.
And by
the Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA's low-cost, reliable power touches 75 of 77 counties in Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes in the state, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Today, GRDA's 500-member workforce continues to produce the same power for progress that has benefited the state for over 75 years.
And by
you can experience the excitement. You can experience the fun. You can experience the freedom. Your adventure awaits.
And by
there's no need to travel for quality health care. Integris Grove Hospital provides exceptional care close to home. From primary care to specialists like OBGYN, cardiology, orthopedics, urology, ophthalmology, and more. Integris Grove Hospital. Quality care close to home.
And by viewers and members like you.
No visit to Grand Lake is complete without a visit to Harbor Village Museum and Lynenwood Botanical Gardens. Harbor Village will transport you to another place in time, and as you'll see in this episode, it's outdoors and interactive. Next, we're on to Lynenwood Botanical Gardens. We'll take you on a private tour of this breathtaking and beautiful 6-acre park that features more than 1,200 different types of plants. So stay tuned. We're going to show you why we love living grand on Grand Lake. Welcome to Living Grand on Grand Lake. I'm Christy Wallace.
And I'm Tad Jones, and we're here in beautiful Grand Lake. A wonderful day outside today. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Harbor Village. Have you ever just wanted to take a step back in time? At Harbor Village, they have over 100 buildings that are unique, as well as a beautiful walking trail, a great educational facility, and also artifacts dating all the way back to the 1830s. So this is a perfect place for you to take your family and to get away from it all at Harbor Village.
Harvey and Bernice Jones were a couple from Springdale, Arkansas, and they bought property here on Grand Lake and decided to make it into a recreational place for them to come during summers. While they were here, Bernice wanted to have a church at which to worship, and so Harvey built her a small church on the banks of the Grand Lakes of the Cherokees, and she worshiped in that church for quite some time. It was in '68 when they actually opened up the museum, and there was the church and probably the schoolhouse and probably the preacher's cabin. But from there it just got added to until today there's over 100 buildings and cabins and things on the grounds of the museum. There were some themed sorts of areas, but a lot of times he would have a wagon load of things and he would just help his staff, find a place for it. And so we became one of the largest antique collections in the area, that's for sure, maybe even in the United States. Over the past couple of years, we've been making some reason out of that and theming things. So now we have an area where you see fashion, an area where you see dishes. We've added in a weaving retail shop so that people can come and purchase things if they want to, or they can learn how to weave and spin and do various fiber-related crafts. We're also offering one special event a month. And this month we're doing Civil War Days.
Civil War Days is an event that we planned to bring school groups to Harbor Village to learn not only the military side of the Civil War, but the involvement of Native Americans here in the Indian Territory and the plight of the families, the women and children and the elderly who were left at home when the soldiers went to war.
We also offer school programs on some of our special event days, and the kids come through and they're able to see many of the demonstrations going on, and they're also able to have hands-on experiences. We have a phone display where we have a current iPhone on there on display because kids, they see phones from the 1900s and they don't know what that contraption is. They see a phone from today and they realize, and they go, oh, that was an early phone? You know, so we are trying to help kids especially make connections with the past. We have people come through and, oh, I remember when I had that phone. The phone one is a particular favorite. We're celebrating our 46th anniversary this year. This is 2014. It has become, over the years, a place where people come to celebrate weddings, reunions, that sort of thing, and we're certainly trying to add to that. We're putting in an event tent where people can come and we can host up to 150, 200 folks to come. But it's become also a place for families with kids. We are slowly adding in hands-on exhibits. You can go into the saloon and play checkers. You can go into the schoolhouse and write on a slate with a slate pencil. You can go into one of our pioneer log cabins and sort of play house, sit at the table and cook food over the fireplace or the wood stove or whatnot. There's games in the nursery they can play with, and we're adding to that over time. We'll be having different stations where kids can actually, participate and actively engage with history and learn more about history in a more meaningful way.
As you can see, Harbor Village is a must-see attraction here on Grand Lake with so much to do and so much to offer as an educational experience.
Well, and stay tuned. We have the Grand Lake events calendar coming up with lots of activities for you and your family to do this weekend on Grand Lake.
I'm RSU TV's General Manager, Royal Ailes. Now, everyone complains that there's nothing to watch any longer on television, but I say there is. RSU TV brings you a unique look at our world every day, from great chefs taking you on a tour of the world with their fantastic food,
to turn your home into your favorite restaurant,
to old-time praise songs with classic gospel hosted by Bill Gaither. RSU TV is delivering the best in programming on television, and you can be a part of this. Become a member of RSU TV Signal Society. Your reoccurring gift of $10 a month will help RSU TV continue to bring great programs into your home. All you have to do is call 1-800-823-7210 or go online to rsu.tv and click the donate button. And when you do, we'll ask you for your credit card or check card number, and every month $10 will be automatically deducted from your account. This is the most important thing we can do to assure that there is a tomorrow for RSU TV. And when you become a Signal Society member, we'll give you this beautiful fleece blanket and this wonderful coffee mug, both with our logo on the side. As General Manager of RSU TV, I want to thank you for your continued support of this station, the programming we offer, and the changes we're making as we become engaged in our communities.
Welcome back. Here's what's happening on and around Grand Lake this week. Hello, we are coming to you today from Arrowhead Yacht Club on Duck Creek, and I have some exciting news. We have a new addition to the Living Grand on Grand Lake team. So I'm excited to introduce to you Brian Ruth. Brian is a local Grand Lake personality and self-proclaimed lake rocker. Brian, I believe you're publisher of the Grand Chronicle of Grand Lake, and I see that term frequently. So we're excited to bring you to the show. I know you have as much of a passion for Grand Lake as I do.
Yes, ma'am, and I am proud to be a part of it. It's a great opportunity to continue to do what I love to do, and that is to promote Grand Lake. And how about those fireworks?
Oh my gosh, fireworks were absolutely amazing. You know, I've been talking about the fireworks for a couple of weeks now. We've been promoting it on the show, and they're even more amazing in person. But I think, as you could see from our footage there are no fireworks like fireworks on Duck Creek and Grand Lake.
Unbelievable.
One of the top 10 fireworks show in the nation, and absolutely spectacular. So I hope our guests were able to get just a little taste of what those fireworks were like.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
They were great.
ma'am. Well, I'm glad to be here, and thanks for having me.
Well, we're glad that you're going to join us. And up first, I have Tom McKibben with Arrowhead Yacht Club and Cherokee Yacht Club. And Tom, I know you have a big fundraiser coming up.
Yes, we do. Boat Spikes, Bikinis, and Barbecue, our 10th annual event. And what we do is we raise a little money for our local kids.
Well, little money, Tom. You've raised almost $250,000.
Yes, we have. Over the years, we have South Grand Lakers Helping Children help the local kids out here at Christmas time with clothes and food. And we also have emergency money throughout the year if a child needs something like to go to the dentist or needs it. We bought wheelchairs. You know, we just help the kids out here locally with the money that we raise. And how we do that is, one, we have a bikini contest.
Will Brian be entering this year?
Well, actually,
do you think?
Brian has been a judge in the past.
Oh, a judge. I thought
That's
maybe he
right.
was going to wear that little polka dotted number.
We auction off the judges' seats and we raise a little money that way. We also have a silent and live auction. We'll have some great stuff there, some OU, OSU memorabilia. We've auctioned off boats in the past. So some great donations, of course, come along with that with our members. And it is open to the public. We'll have some great barbecue that day, and this is on August 2nd from 11 to 4. What else is going on that day? Well, it's on the water. If you want to come by boat, that's right.
The boats that day down at the dock, it's so fun. I've been several times, and there's just so much activity going on. And of course, Chef Mark's barbecue is fabulous,
yes, it is
fabulous.
wonderful.
And since it's a private club, this is one of those opportunities where everyone, whether you're a member or not, can come out, enjoy some great food and fellowship, and then have a great time while we're raising money for a really good cause.
We'll have motorcycles here, like I said, boats and bikinis and barbecue, and cold beverages.
And cold beverages. And then, let's see, are you moving it? I heard you're moving it down by the lake.
Well, we did that a couple years ago, and it has become even more so popular. People swimming in right behind the stage and watching the going-ons, and it's just a great day, and we just pray for some great weather.
Well, I know there's going to be great weather. We're gonna put that order in for you. So, okay, so it's August 2nd, 11 to 4 at Arrowhead Yacht Club.
That's right.
And how many kids do you normally help each year? We didn't touch on that.
Average about 200 kids a year, and we also we support the local chapter BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. So a little money goes to them. But most of it will go to the South Grand Lakers Helping Children. And like I said, it's a great cause. We have 2 parties a year, this one, and we also have a polar bear jump. First weekend in December, we all jumping in the lake, freezing for a reason.
This one's a little closer to my speed.
There you
Summer
go.
and warm, but I definitely respect Brian. I know does it every year.
Yep.
You guys who jump in that
And your
freezing
husband has
cold. My
done it.
husband, yes, he's raised a little money at the same time.
So it's a great deal. We look to raise somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 this year. So we need your support. Come on out. It's a great day.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you doing this fundraiser for our community, and we look forward to it. So for more information, visit your website obviously, Saturday, August 7th from 11 to 4. And Brian, you're going to visit with the Playmakers, and we're going to learn a little bit about their upcoming production.
Thank you, Miss Wallace. Yes, I have a group of folks that our local community theater, Playmakers, has a new production in play right now. And with me today are Jody and Don Simpson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Glad to have you guys here today. So tell us a little bit about the Wind in the Willows.
You want me to take it?
Yep.
It's a good, okay, good. It's a great story of friendship and adventure told by characters in word, song, and dance. They take on the character of a toad and ferrets and weasels and wild wooders, and you follow their adventures of helping each other and dealing with friendship.
Very good. And this show has been in production since you actually took auditions last May.
Right.
And it went live on the 25th. And if folks would like to come see the show, what days of the week is it playing?
It's playing on Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday and Thursday at 7:00 p.m. And then we have a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. And you need to get tickets ahead of time because most of the shows will be sellouts. And so you need to get your tickets ahead of time. And you can get them online, or you can call the ticket office there at the Playmakers to get the tickets.
Well, we're very blessed here at Grand Lake to have a company like Grove Playmakers, our Grand Lake Community Theater, as we like to call it. And just a great opportunity not only for folks to come watch some great theater, but what a great vehicle for our kids. I mean, and adults as well. I know we have a vast array of different types of shows, but this one kind of focuses on the kids and just gives them it's a great outlet, just a great place for them to expand in all kinds of areas.
Every summer, the Playmakers has a children's musical, and last year was Charlotte's Web, and that hooked Don and I into becoming involved as volunteers. And this summer it's Wind in the Willows, and we've been amazed at how hard the kids work. Hours and hours of rehearsal. They're memorizing lines that I'm not sure I could memorize, even a third of what they're able to do. This year they're playing animals, and so the costumes are very interesting. And they also are speaking in British accents. And so they've had lessons in how to speak British and how to speak Cockney. And so it's been really fun seeing the little ones and the older ones also speaking with their accents. And the costumes are fabulous. And a lot of hard work goes into it, a lot of hard work.
There are 14 actors and actresses, and then there's 20 of us working behind the scenes.
We know it takes an army.
Yes.
We say a lot around here at Grand Lake. It's a lot of hard work to have this much fun. And Suzanne Bowles has been, she has gone over the top. She's award-winning, known nationally for the work that she's done in Grove. And it's just another feather in the Grand Lake cap with regards to some culture. Everybody knows I could use some. And it's a deal up there at Playmakers that you just need to go. Just like you guys, you got hooked because you were sitting in the audience and you saw it unfold, kind of just like the magic that the lake does to us all. And you get to see our local kids involved in something good, positive, constructive, and just a great thing. Well, we're glad you guys are on board with that and took the time today to come to share with us a little bit about Wind in the Willows. That again is at the Playmakers. The theater is in downtown Grove.
Yep.
They have a website, and matinees are 7 p.m. on Sundays and every day Tuesday through Saturday.
That's what's happening around Grand Lake this week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm Jennifer Sterling, Program Manager for RSU Public TV. One of the things I love about being part of RSU TV is that it's much more than just a television station, really more like a family. Our viewers are committed to helping us bring the best possible programming to northeastern Oklahoma. We've introduced a new way to become part of the RSU TV family, the Signal Society. It works like this. Pledge a recurring monthly gift of $10 a month or more right now, and you'll become a member. It's automatically deducted from your credit or debit card or bank account until you cancel. It's easy on the budget for people who want to help, and we'll be able to spend less time and money fundraising. As our special thanks to you when you join the Signal Society, you'll receive a beautiful RSU TV stadium blanket and etched coffee mug. It's so easy to join and help us keep all those great programs on the air. Just call 1-800-823-7210 or go online to rsu.tv. We appreciate your support. If you've been a member for a while, thank you so much. And if you're new, welcome to the family.
When it comes to beautiful natural attractions, Grand Lake features breathtaking views both on and off the water. Picture yourself surrounded by more than 1,200 different types of plants in a gorgeous 6-acre botanical garden. Lynenwood Gardens boasts the largest collection of rhododendrons in the Southwest and features more than 500 varieties of daylilies. With 6 distinct garden themes, you can spend hours getting lost in the beauty of this Grand Lake jewel.
This is a garden which is a total of about 8 acres, and was started by a dentist. He started it, I'd say probably 30 some years ago, and then in 1997 he turned it over along with the house which he vacated to a nonprofit board of directors, and we run the gardens, all volunteer work.
Well, tell me about the first part of the gardens that you come into when you get in.
Well, this is sort of the introductory area, and as I was saying, we have a Japanese flavor, and this area illustrates the sort of Japanese nature of the plants. We have 75 different varieties of Japanese maple.
Wow.
And we have rhododendrons, we have hostas.
I'm amazed the different species and types of trees that you have. I mean, boom, 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 3 different colors right there.
Yep.
And then over here, it's just so well thought out. It's like decorating a room, isn't it?
The founder put a lot of thought into developing the garden, and of course he did it over a period of many years.
Oh, this is nice.
It is nice.
So you guys built the water feature yourself, or was that already here?
Well, it was part of the original garden.
Wow. And you got little bitty koi down there?
Goldfish.
Goldfish?
There's a goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish is basically a 25-cent koi. If you call it koi, then it's $10, right?
Fair statement, or more.
Or more.
But it's a fair statement.
Yeah.
This pond is a little shallow, and you have to be herons and the like to come in here.
So let them eat the cheap fish rather than the expensive
ones. That's right.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea.
So I notice you do have some pathways in here.
Yes, and we're trying. These pathways were all put in by our own volunteers, and we're quite proud of them. They do a lot for handicapped access, and we're trying to expand them throughout the garden as time and funds are available.
I like the little bridges and things. Did you guys build these?
Yep, we sure did.
Oh my goodness, what a sight. This just kind of pops up out of nowhere, doesn't it?
On a poor young country boy, Mother Nature's son. All day long, I'm sitting singing songs for everyone.
Kids throw in 50 cents and they get a cup full of fish food, and then they go right over here to the edge looking over the koi pond. And these fish know they're going to be fed, because you'll see when we stamp on the deck.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
No teeth on these guys, but if you fell in there, I bet they'd be interested in you.
I haven't tried it.
Well, this looks familiar. What do you do here?
Well, this is an area where a lot of weddings take place.
Well, I never thought you'd ask.
And it's called the American Backyard Garden. We put the chairs out there, and the bride and groom come through this area where we're standing and head down there, and makes for a very nice wedding, and the guests have the opportunity to enjoy a beautiful garden at the same time.
Well, thank you for letting us enjoy your beautiful garden.
Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
Lynenwood Gardens will host Art in the Gardens, an exhibit showcasing local artisans. This year, the event will also coincide with the garden's community open house. The public is invited to explore the botanical gardens during this beautiful time of year.
Hello, our safety tip for today is life jackets, the importance of wearing them and what they can do for us. To start out, I want to talk with proper fit. When we go to look for a life jacket, we want to find one that properly fits us, not only comfortable, but it's got to look good. We want to make sure that everything works properly. To do that, once we find one that fits us properly, we want to make sure that there's a label on the inside of the life jacket that says whether it's Coast Guard approved. If that life jacket is Coast Guard approved, that means it's safe for us to wear. There's many reasons why we should wear one. If we have trouble swimming or any difficulties that we want to aid ourselves that way. But number one in a boat is always the possibility of falling out. We want to make sure that we have a properly fit life jacket to make sure it stays on us if we fall out. There's many different kinds for different situations. We have what we call a basic horseshoe life jacket. We've all seen, been around for years. It's actually one of the safest life jackets there are. Once you find one that properly fits you, please wear it. It can save your life.
Thanks for joining us on Living Grand on Grand Lake. As you can see, there's lots of activities taking place on the lake this weekend. And Tad, I think I'm going to head over to Art in the Gardens at Lynenwood.
I think I'm going to hit to Harbor Village and learn a little bit more about the blacksmith.
All right, I can't wait to hear about it. We'll see you next weekend, and we hope you'll join us for the next edition of Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Goodbye. The Grand Lake Association is in its 60th year promoting the Grand Lake region in partnership with the Oklahoma Department of Tourism. Located in Grove, the Grand Lake Visitor Center welcomes people from around the country and provides information on where to stay, shop, eat, area services, and activities around Grand Lake. The GLA also sponsors the Pelican Festival in September with crafts, a parade, and a carnival. The Grand Lake Boat and Sports Show in March, and the Grand Lake Extravaganza, the world's largest bass tagged event. More information is available at grandlakefun.com.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA's low-cost, reliable power touches 75 of 77 counties in Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes in the state, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Today, GRDA's 500-member workforce continues to produce the same power for progress that has benefited the state for over 75 years.
You can experience the excitement. You can experience the fun. You can experience the freedom. Your adventure awaits.
There's no need to travel for quality health care. Integris Grove Hospital provides exceptional care close to home. From primary care to specialists like OB/GYN, cardiology, orthopedics, urology, ophthalmology, and more. Integris Grove Hospital. Quality care close to home.